Good morning and welcome to another Friday reading vlog from me, Lauren, from Lauren and the Books. The light in here, and I don't think it's really reflecting it in what I'm filming. It's so, that's the toilet flushing because David's just had a wee. It's so grey and sort of dark, isn't it?
It's really dark today.
It's raining. It's actually, when I woke up this morning, I thought I could hear snow on the window. It was that sort of level of but no, rain. But I'm in bed. It's Friday. It's just approaching 9:30. And I'm gonna get up in a minute and do a workout. There's been a Joe Wicks video languishing on my watch later playlist. It's a 20-minute one, and it is low impact cardio. And boy oh boy do I need low impact because my knees aren't what they used to be. So I think I'm gonna get up. I've been thinking about how little movement I've been doing recently, and how I think more movement is more better for me. So this weekend, not only will I be doing a little 20-minute Joe Wicks workout today, but we're going for a walk tomorrow. Hurrah! We haven't been for a walk for 2 weekends, because last weekend I didn't do a Friday reading vlog, and then the weekend before that, the Friday reading vlog did not include a walk. But I can't remember why, but it didn't. I don't think we had time. Oh, it was storm. It was Storm Aoife. There was a storm, but it wasn't even a storm. It was lovely and bright here, and we could have gone for a walk. So yeah, so I've been desperate to go for a walk. So I think I'm just gonna have 10 more minutes reading in bed, because I'd really like to finish All Fours by Miranda July, which I'm reading and is wild. But I've got about 35 pages left, and I'd like to take this back to the library today, because I've also got to take back I've Never Known Men, which was 5 stars, because it's due back on the 8th. Which is very soon, because I think it's the 7th today. Oh, so that's tomorrow. So yeah, so I'm going to have 10 minutes reading this. Then let's go and do the workout. She'll get into some workout clothes. And then we'll think about the weekend. And let's go. I'm about to do my workout. I've cleared the space for activities. I haven't got any shoes and socks on, but hopefully that's okay. And it's 20 minutes of low impact cardio workout. It's the first time I've done any movement in literally as long as I can remember, apart from walking. But no, I haven't done barely a thing. And I think it'll be nice to get moving a little bit again. So here we are, already straight away, because I'm so committed to the channel. I was like, maybe I could do a workout every Friday for Friday reading vlogs, but maybe we've got enough formatted items for the Friday reading vlogs. But yeah, let's sling this in. I will link the video I used down below, and yeah, let's go for it.
And this is a 20-minute low impact cardio session. The reason being, make it quicker. If you do burpees, again, slow
The last bit.
hands on the ground, step out. There we go. Workout complete. 20 minutes in the tank.
Yay!
Thanks again for everybody for CV.
Yay!
If you love that, please hit subscribe, share the work with your friends and family. Wow.
Cheers, Joe. Oh, that's going off. Cheers, Joe boy. Whew. Right, let's have a little rest and think about breakfast. I've chilled out a bit now, so I can respond whilst breathing normally. I mean, still a little bit hot and bothered. I really enjoyed that. It does make you feel great afterwards, and the longer I think I leave it between exercises. Let me just show you this madcap. Debbie, what are you doing? Daphne, got your head in the glass and the paw round it. You're a silly baby. Get down. Get down. You don't want to get down. Oh, going back for more. Head in the glass. You're going to push that glass up. Mummy's going to move it. No more. Ooh. As I was saying, I think the longer I leave it between, she's coming back for it, the longer I leave it between exercises, or even like going for a walk or something, the less likely I am to do it. So hopefully I've kick-started something. And that was what I found manageable about that one, was first of all is that it was 20 minutes, so I knew like, and it was 2 lots of 10 exercises. So by the time we got through the first 10, I was like, well, we're halfway there now, and it's 40 seconds exercise and 20 seconds rest, so that really worked for me as well, because it would give me a chance to have a drink, catch my breath, because I was getting gradually more worn out, but then that 20 seconds would just give me a moment just to sort of snatch a breath, which would just feel a bit better for me. But yeah, I'm not one who loves exercise. I can train myself to, like, when I was doing Couch to 5K, I'd get myself in the headset where I was like, yeah, I need to do this, and then I just go out and do it. But I'm not one who sort of really looks forward to doing anything like this. So yeah, but maybe I need to start doing a few more bits. What I did enjoy doing, and I did them a lot during lockdown, was where you do like a dancer-size like video, and you like do steps to, like, well, for me, I was doing like Six the Musical and Hamilton and stuff like that, and I was really enjoying that, so maybe I'll do that. But yes, I think what I'm going to do now is have a bowl of shredded wheat with some raisins in, and finish off all fours, and wash my hair, and then I'll report back. I would have finished all fours, I'll be ready for the day, and I'll explain what the rest of Friday looks like and what Saturday looks like, because you're here with me until Saturday night now. Cheers, drinking the drink that my cats had their head in. I'm washed, and hair's washed. This needs taming, doesn't it? My husband's over there just, oh look, Daffy's there as well, taking the washing off the air like a good boy, so I can put the washing on the washer that's about to come out the washing machine on the air. But yeah, I've just finished 2 books, so I was gonna come and talk to you after I finished all fours, which I finished while I was drying my hair, and then, no, before I got in the shower, and then I finished The Magician's Nephew by C.S. Lewis. I was reading it on my Kindle, and I finished that while I was drying my hair, and I thought, I'm going to talk about both of those. So, All Fours by Miranda July. Honestly, this is the wildest thing I've ever read. Earlier on in the week, I read, if you've read this before, you'll be familiar with the, let's call it the tampon scene, and I was relaying it to David, who was horrified is how his reaction was. So yeah, that was that. But yeah, a lot of sort of reflectiveness on menopause and things like that. So I haven't read a book like that before, but like also a lot of like wild sex stuff and kink stuff, and yeah, insane. But I can't say I didn't enjoy it. I gave it 3.75. like, it was just wild. And then I've just put on Instagram that I've read it, and mine and David's friend Bod, who's very into his film, said that this person is a filmmaker as well, and there's quite a lot of her films on Mubi. Is that the app you were thinking of getting?
Yes, I've got until Sunday to do it.
Okay, yeah, he just said it's like £1 for 3 months or something, yeah. And then he's just given us a list of films that are on there that he thinks are quite good. So we've got somewhere to start with that. But yeah, maybe I'll watch. In particular, I can't remember the film he said it was called, but it had it's got a talking cat and a cardigan that moves by itself.
Oh.
Interesting. But yeah, if it's anything like this, it's going to be wild. So yes, had a great time with that. And then I finished The Magician's Nephew by C.S. Lewis, which is the first in the Narnia series. So Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe was one of my favourite ever books when I was younger. Like, I loved it. I loved it, and a lot of my sort of like imaginative play was based around The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe and going into wardrobes, and then we also had the BBC adaptation of it when we were younger, which was mad. It was filmed so funny. I'd really like to give that another watch actually. So yeah, it's got a big place in my heart, and I remember an ex-boyfriend bought me the anthology, is that what it called, or the Chronicles, the whole book together when that film came out, that had Tilda Swinton playing the, sorry, itchy bra, Tilda Swinton playing the Jadis in it, and I remember having that, but I've just read Magician's Nephew and none of it was familiar to me at all. So yeah, I read it on my Kindle, and it really sets up the beginnings of sort of Narnia. It features Aslan and features Jadis, the Queen, and sort of sets up the beginning, which I enjoyed finding out a lot, and I sort of liked the sort of foreshadowing of like, oh, if you read more books you'll find out a little bit more about what happened with the wood from that tree and all of that sort of stuff. So yeah, I enjoyed that, and I can go on and read The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. Further exciting news is that I saw on Facebook maybe that Greta Gerwig is making a new Narnia. Out of all of that washing, was there only a pair of trousers for you? All the rest was fine. Greta Gerwig is making a Narnia film, and there's been a casting call put out for a young boy and a young girl, and in The Magician's Nephew there is a young boy called Diggory and a young girl called Polly, and I wonder if maybe that is what they are going to be casting, because I love Greta Gerwig, so I'll be very, very excited. My favourite film is the Greta Gerwig Little Women, so yeah, we'll be very, very excited about that. So yeah, those are the 2 books that I have now finished today. Well done me. As I said, this vlog is going to be Friday and Saturday. I am currently listening to Stoneyard Devotional by Charlotte Wood. It's quite a short one. I'm 42% of the way through. I've got 3 hours and 48 minutes left. I'm going to walk to the library this afternoon to return all 4s. And I Who Have Never Known Men. I might have one to collect there. I need to have a little look and see. There was one that was on its way to me. Whether or not it's ready for collection, we will see. And I'm going to listen to it then. How do I feel about Stoneyard Devotional? I don't really have any feelings about it. I feel like I haven't really connected to it. And sorry, the washing machine's going. And yeah, it's not doing much for me, which is a shame. But yeah, it's not doing much for me. The narrator has a lovely Australian voice and I'm enjoying her talking to me, at me, but yeah, I'm not sort of like connected with it very much. And then I'm going to start The Lion's Den by Iris Mwanza, which I'm very excited about, and this was on my sort of TBR of like books I'll treat myself to read in between Christmas and New Year, but I never got around to it. It's one I've been looking forward to for a really long time. So yeah, it's about a lawyer called Grace Zulu, and she's escaped an arranged marriage and put herself through university, and she's got her first case, and her first case is about a young girl, Bessie, who's been arrested for offences against nature, and she works in a men-only bar, loves to dance, wear dresses and live freely, and this is set in 1990 Zambia. Yeah, and it's about sort of identity and things like that. I'm very much looking forward to it, so I will start that today. But the other bits, so this weekend, so for the rest of the day, there is no food today, so I won't be making one of those delicious Friday night recipes out of 30-minute meals from Jamie Oliver, because we're going to our friend's house tonight to get a takeaway, Nando's, and watch a film. We were going to watch a NAF action film, but I suggested watching Woman of the Hour, which is a film from last year on Netflix with Anna Kendrick, about an actress who meets a serial killer on a reality TV dating show. And I watched the trailer and I thought it looked quite good, and I quite like the style of it. And I suggested that. I also suggested the James Blunt documentary, and I suggested Cellular, which was a sort of NAF action film from like 2015 or something. But they opted for that one, so yeah. So we're going to watch that and have a Nando. So no dinner tonight. And then tomorrow, Dave and I are going for a walk. Hurrah! We're going for a walk to Hythe. The only thing is, so Hythe Town and Seafront. So it's out of our little Kent 40 favourite walks book. It's only a short little walk. It's an hour, but we thought we'd have a little further investigate while we're up there, and we'll probably go out for some lunch and stuff, which would be lovely. But it was supposed to be lovely weather, like Friday and Saturday. Today, as I said, woke up with rain. It's very grey out there. I don't mind walking if it's grey. I just don't want to be walking in rain. I don't mind walking in cold. I don't mind walking, well, I do mind walking in hot, but like rain is just, no one's enjoying themselves, are they? Especially if it's driving rain. So we're going to see, let me have a look and see what the weather looked like for Hythe, because I can only see sort of like 24 hours ahead. Hythe, yeah, it's saying 80% rain. Oh, but then I can see as far as 12 o'clock and there is no rain. There's rain in early hours of the morning. And this one isn't a muddy walk because we're trying to, because there's 40 walks here and we're trying to do one when we do Friday reading vlogs. I'm trying to save the ones that are in fields and stuff for a bit later on in the year when it won't be muddy. So when we had a little look, this one we thought looked a good one. So yeah, we're off to Hythe tomorrow, which will be lovely, to do the walk, and then in the evening we've got a gusto dinner. So that's the plans. I will read you now a lit chat question, because at the top of these videos I asked a bookish question and then I answer it at the end and you guys can answer in the comments. The people in the trees. Here we go. While on a camping trip you get separated from your group. However, you can summon one literary character or author to help you brave the wilderness. Who do you choose? I already know the answer to this. I've mentioned the book that the character's gonna come from already. So yeah, that'll come at the end of the book, at the end of the video. While on a camping trip, you get separated from your group. However, you can summon one literary character or author to help you brave the wilderness. Who do you choose? Very timely question. So yeah, look forward to answering that. And then we will be closing the video with a poem for every win today. In February now, next month we'll be in the spring poems. Quite looking forward to spring. But I think now what I'm going to do is, oh, my sister's just messaged. I'm going to put the washing out and then think about starting this and lunch. The library closes at 1. I'm not going to get there in time for 1, and reopens again at 2. So I'm going to walk down after lunch, and that'll be nice. And then that's 2 lots of moving my body I've done today. Move your body, girl, make the fellas talk. Can't remember those lyrics. Anyway, let's see what Charlotte has to say. It's cheese on toast time. David and I are having cheese on toast for lunch. David is going to have, well, we've got some grated mozzarella to use up from pizzas. David's also going to have some smoked mozzarella and some smoked applewood on top of that. He loves a smoked item. I'm going to have this, maybe a little bit of the cheddar. Yeah, I think so. And then underneath the cheese on one, I'm going to have some sunshine kraut. This is very gingery. And David does like a kraut, but this is just too gingery for him. Oh my god, it smells so good. And then I'm going to have cheese and tomato on the other. And I think what we might do is watch the 7th episode of Bear Hunt on Netflix, which we've been watching. Which is about, it's a reality TV show about celebrities who are having to do sort of like, it's not really survival skills, but sort of like challenges in Costa Rica. And then if they don't complete the challenges, they go into this thing called a bear pit, and Bear Grylls, who is a survival specialist, then has to hunt them within this bear pit for an hour. It's been fine.
Are we watching right now?
I think we'll watch one with lunch. But yeah, I mean, we both want to get to the end of it. It hasn't like grabbed me in the way that other reality TV has. But dear only little poo-poo.
Who knows?
Who knows? I'm going to do a bit of smoked cheese with yours as well. But yeah, so we'll watch. We've got 2 more episodes of that to watch. Yeah, we'll watch one with lunch. But yeah, let's get your cheese on toast underway. Let's. I was going to say, look how dark it is in it, but this camera actually shows it as quite bright. It is so dark and wet and windy, and it's now actually started chucking it down. I'm not going to walk. I'm not going to walk, David. It's a bit annoying, isn't it?
It's not annoying.
Look at the rain on your window. So I'm going to drive down to the library to drop off my 2 books and pick up my other one, and then come back. And then I'll do something about this hair ahead of going to my friends tonight, because look, it's giving Hagrid. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna just put a jumper on because it's so cold. Although it says it's 18.1 in here, but it doesn't feel like it. But
it's definitely not 18.1.
Well, it is, because that's what the temperature says.
It's not 18.1. I refuse to.
She's attacking. Yeah, so I'll see you when I'm back from the library. The frizz is back from the library. I will sort this frizz out. Not for a while yet though, because we don't have to be there till 6:30, do we? So, I saw my niece and my sister in the library. That was lovely. They were in there on the way to swimming, picking up some books. I was getting the books out at the, returning my other 2 and talking to the librarian, and my niece just ran around the corner in a like Cinderella princess dress, and just thrust herself at me, and I said, "Oh, hello," and she heard my voice and come running. Yeah, so there we go. I picked up. It's a bit of an annoyance of mine because I'm looking forward to reading it. So, This is a story all about how I heard Richard Osman talking about a book on his podcast, saying he'd read it while he'd been away on holiday. That book was called Say Nothing, A True Story of Murder and Memory in Northern Ireland by Patrick Radden Keefe. He really recommended it. It's a big old chunky thing, although a lot of it is index and notes. So really it's 404 pages. I mean, that's still quite a lot. So I put a reservation on it at the library, £1.10. Happy to pay it. And then, as you will know, I've currently got a Kindle, which has got Kindle Unlimited on it. Just for the first 3 months of me having it, so I think that sort of runs out at the end of March because I got it at the end of December. And this book is on Kindle Unlimited, and obviously it'll be much easier to read it on Kindle Unlimited because it's not huge, and also it would have been not £1.10. But hey, I will pay and support my local library. I think I'm going to hang on to this and read this for the Irish Readathon, which is a readathon that takes place in March every month. March is my bestest reading month. I don't necessarily read the best books that I've read, but there's a lot of hype and excitement in March because we've got the first half of the month I sort of dedicate to the Irish Readathon until we get to Women's Prize for Fiction long list. And then if there's any Irish authors there, I try and read those at the top of that, and then we move on to the Women's Prize for Fiction long list reading, which is lovely, and that sort of goes into April. But yeah, one of the prompts for the Irish Readathon is read a book set in Northern Ireland. So here it is. Well, the Irish Readathon's been running for 8 years now. I think I've always taken part, and kindly this year Aoife and Leanne asked me if I would suggest a prompt from last year, so that they could have an idea. And I picked prize winning books. Oh, actually I've got to do my Patreon book club thing in a moment. So I'm going to read either the winner of the Irish Book Awards Contemporary Fiction Award, either from this year, which was Franki by Graham Norton, which I'm going to listen to because I've listened to all of his other ones, or 2023 was My Hot Friend by Sophie White. So yeah, so I'm sort of collecting a little TBR for the Irish Readathon. But yeah, we'll get round to reading this as well. But they're bigger than I thought, but it can go down here with my other library books. The live books. And yeah, I'm going to go over there and read a bit more of The Lion's Den because I've only read 24 pages because then I watched the last 2 episodes of Bear Grylls. What's it called? Bear Pit? Bear Hunt? Celebrity Bear Hunt. I watched the last 2 episodes of that, so yeah. I think I'll start doing my hair at about 5:30 and be ready for it. I'm looking forward to it, Nando's. Are you? The lighting's very bad here, but there's a beautiful little kitty on the bed. I'm just about to do my hair, ready for going to my friend's house. We're expected round there in about an hour, so we'll just do that. David, do you want to get any drink before we go round there?
I'm not that fussed, to be honest.
No, nor am I, but I feel a bit cheeky turning up empty-handed. Could stop at Morrison's on the way. Yeah, anyway, maybe we'll do that. But I'm just trying to think, because I'm 61% through Stoneyard Devotional now, the audiobook I'm listening to by Charlotte Wood. And I'm trying to think what it is about it that I'm just not enjoying. And I'm struggling to sort of come up with anything, and then can't really work out why I'm not enjoying it as much as I thought I would be. It's about a woman who goes to visit a sort of religious place and ends up staying there. And she's got connections there, someone she used to go to school with, somebody, and sort of like mad stuff's happening. So at the moment they're going through a sort of like plague of mice. But yeah, it's just, I'm just not loving it, which is a real shame. But hey, I've got 2.5 hours left of it now, so not that long left to go. So yeah, so I think I will continue to do my hair as I'm doing now. And then I'll pop a little bit of makeup on, seeing as I'm going to some friend's house, give them a little treat. And then I think we'll see you tomorrow. My fear is that the weather's going to be terrible tomorrow. I don't mind it being cold, I just don't want it to be, and in some ways I don't mind it being windy, although windy isn't great, is it? But I just don't want it to be wet. Let me have a look and see what it's saying. Because I've put, oh, that didn't go very well. I've put Hythe on my list of, is that going to go a bit better? Not really. Let's have a look and see what it's saying about Hythe now, tomorrow. Okay, might be alright. So it's going to rain in the early hours of the morning. I've got deja vu, so forgive me if we've already been over this. But then it's just cloudy all day. I mean, it's 5, 6, 7, and then 6 again. Does feel like -5 apparently. But yeah. Woo. Okay. We're precarious. That is precarious. Good morning. It's Saturday morning. My husband's just next to me doing his review of Woman of the Hour, which we watched last night. What did you think, David?
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, it was. It was much harder hitting than I thought it was going to be. Because based on the trailer, you think it's going to be much more about the sort of logistics of the show and stuff. So it's about a serial killer who targeted women in America in the 70s. And at one point, he goes on a like dating show, and we're following him and his murders, and also Anna Kendrick, who is playing the actress who is going on this show. But yeah, it was hard hitting, but I did think it was good. So there we go. And I had Nando's. Well, we both had Nando's. I had the Great Imitator, which I don't love. I think next time I have a Nando's, I'll have a bean burger. Bean burger. But I had they've got a Fanta, like, what do you call it? Fanta spice level at the moment. And I got that, and it didn't taste of Fanta at all. It just tasted very orangey. David goes for plainish, if you're wondering. And even then, you said it was a bit spicy for you last night. But yeah, we had a lovely evening. And then we came home, went to bed. And now woke up, and we're going to go for a walk. The weather has allowed us to go for a walk, so I'm feeling very pleased. We're going to eat in a cafe there rather than take some packed lunches and stuff, because I think when we're at these like high street ones and ones that are in villages and stuff, it's nice to eat in like little places. So we haven't booked anywhere, but you had a little look this morning. You said there's plenty of places to go to. So we're going to have a bagel for breakfast. Looks like it's bagels for breakfast. And eat that and then get ready and go. It takes about an hour to get there. Listen to Richard Osman on the way. Lovely stuff. So, are you going to go and do that now?
I'm going to have a poo.
He's going to go have a poo, and then he's going to do the bagels.
But I want to be careful, get out of bed to not rock that.
Yeah, don't rock this. And also we've got a little Dappy on the bed, which never happens in the morning, and she's sort of come over here, and we want to keep her safe, don't we? We want to keep you safe and cosy. She's cute. I'm going to sit and read a bit more of The Lion's Den. I'm not quite as far into this because I wanted to finish this by Sunday. 80 pages I've read of this. I'm enjoying it. It's definitely highlighting the sort of corruption that's going on. Already it opens with a scene of her, Grace, going to visit her client in prison, and which she's perfectly entitled to do, but straight away she's like having to pay an expediency fee to the police officer there, and that sort of thing. And then we've gone back to find out a little bit about her and how she got herself through law school. And yeah, I'm enjoying it. So I think I'm going to read a little bit more of this, and then I'll see you when we're about to go for the walk. So excited about the walk. We're getting petrol. That's where David's gone. We're all ready to go and we're getting petrol. We're both feeling very excited about this walk. I think it's because it was on the cards that it may well not happen because of the weather. I mean, the weather is not great. It is very grey, but it isn't going to rain. I have to go like this. It isn't going to rain. But yeah, so we're going to start up. The walk will start at the council offices on the high street, so it's the town hall council offices, and then we're going to nip up and look at the church and then come back down. I'm really excited. I was saying how much like we enjoy walking now, and how it's like this big event, and how much I love going for a walk, and that's why this is perfect. But yeah, this will be the 4th walk that we've done out of this book this year. Oh well, 4th for me. David does, because it was me and Laura that did the last one, so David didn't do that one. But yeah, I mean, at this time of year, I think we're looking in here to do the ones that are on pavement, because we don't really want to be trudging through like fields and woods and stuff when it's literally so muddy. I did a site visit at work on Thursday and it was insane. Like at some parts it's literally like going through like mud soup. So yeah, so at the moment we're sort of focusing on the town ones, and David and I have both got Valentine's Day off next week, so, and that's Friday, so we're going to do a Valentine's Day walk. So I need to have a little look maybe on the way there to pick a walk for next week as well, so that we've got one that isn't particularly muddy. Fields, track and cliff top paths, riverside paths and fields, we've already done that one. Fields, lanes, woodland and paths. Lanes, fields and woodlands. They're all really. Fields, lanes, one steep climb. Don't mind the steep climb. Paths at base and top of cliffs with sheer drops. Oh, maybe that one then. But yeah. Here he is.
Here he is.
Filled to the brim?
Well, it's not to the brim, but right, so where are we going?
We're going to Mount Street Car Park in Hythe. How long?
48 minutes.
Perfect. Right, let's get Richard on and let's enjoy ourselves.
Let's
say go.
Go!
The walk has begun. You start outside the council offices and then you walk up a little bit just to come and look at the church. The church, which is a massive church with a really big closed graveyard. And now we're walking back down to where we started. We're going to go along the high street. I was hoping we'd get a nice view because we're quite far away from the sea at the moment, but that wasn't available. But the houses are lovely. For example, Priory Cottage. Doesn't that look lovely? And then there was the vicarage, which was just up there. Look, here's the church. And then just as we walked into the church, two massive dogs come like bounding towards us and frightened us. Yeah, we're just walking back down to the high street. The high street was awash with delicious smells. Yeah, is that what you thought? But we're having fish and chips tomorrow, so we won't be having fish and chips today. So we're going to stop in a little cafe or something. There's a car coming. Oh, look, nice big. I guess this would have eventually have been once been a school or something. Nice little place up there. Let's walk down to the high street, shall we? Lovely long canal path. What we were saying about this walk that we were quite enjoying compared to others, although we haven't quite reached, well, a bit muddier than I thought it was going to be, is that started in a high street, up to a little church, down to a canal path, then we'll be along the seafront, so it's quite a lot of different terrains, which is quite nice. But snowdrops!
Oh, lovely. Beautiful snowdrops.
Nature! Snowdrops!
Best.
But yeah.
Lovely.
Shall we keep on? Let me know when you
keeping.
want some of them crisps, David.
Oh yeah.
Wind has most certainly picked up. We've literally just come off the canal path, which is just the other side of this little bridge. And it has really picked up in terms of wind. And I just said to David, you probably could have bought your drone. It's not that windy. But it is. Oh, there's a bit muddy here, David.
Oh yeah.
David maybe should have worn his walking boots, but
Hey, hey.
I misunderstood.
It's
Oh,
all right.
contaminated land, David.
Okay.
I misunderstood canal paths to be sort of not muddy ones, but I mean, I'm all right. I'm in my walking boots, but
It's all right.
yeah, it's not, if you keep to the right, it's not too bad, as she says. I don't know how bad it's going to be up there. Windy! I think we're going to go and eat in here. It looks nice. It looks maybe seafoody. Is it nice, David? And chips. He's looking at some puzzles.
I was just looking at a card.
I'm going to buy this because I've just read the first one on Kindle Unlimited, and I've got Lion, the Witch and Wardrobe already, and then I thought, well, I'll see if I carry on with the series. We've come across a sort of indoor marketplace with lots of different units, and there's so much in here. It's a bit overwhelming, you know, sometimes when there's so much in here. Here comes David. David was, of all the things that were here, he was looking at the DVDs. We haven't got a DVD player. Up there. See what else, look. Loads and loads of... Ooh, Wendy's. Some doilies. Loads. We're home. We are exhausted. I think it's a combination of me having done that very short 20-minute workout yesterday, but my arms and my legs are just... Oh, I just had to bend down to pick up a pencil, and that noise will give you an idea of how my arms and my legs are. So, baths are on the agenda. It's just 24 minutes past 5, so just got in and packed away a few bits. I ended up getting my nan, I'm very pleased with it, I think she'll really like it, a ceramic butter dish with these two little kitties on top. And then she's a bit mad, and she likes sort of like, whenever I go around there, she's always like, oh, I got you this, and she just gets me mad stuff. So I've got her a few mad things, including some mad butter. So there's this brand of butter called All Things Butter. They won a Great Taste Award in 2024. This is their ordinary, their packaging is fantastic. This is their ordinary salted butter. But I've also got a cinnamon bun butter and a garlic and herb butter. I think that will probably go very nice on toast. Maybe she'll have this on potatoes or something. But yeah, so I'm gonna go. I'll go and put those in the fridge. But yeah, I'm very pleased with that little gift, and I think she'll like it. Although something's very sticky. It's probably this butter.
It is the
cinnamon bun one. Yeah. So there we go. Happy birthday to my nan for tomorrow. And we're gonna go and have a bath now. Not together. There won't be. You'll only need about an inch of water in there if me and David are in there together. And then we'll wrap this all up when we're out. I can't wait to rest my legs. Oh, that was a lovely bath, and I had additional bath salts in it. We used the old Readathon muscle soak because we're both feeling it. And I had some bath salts from last year or the year before. I had planned to make bath salts, but then everybody who I was making gifts for told me that they hated lavender, and lavender was the only essential oil and additional stuff I'd bought. So I've ended up with the bath salts. So yeah, it was a really, really nice relaxing bath, and then I've just cleansed and skin treatmented. So here we are at the end of the Friday reading vlog on Saturday. I mean, 6:30, so still quite a bit to go, but I'm going to go and edit this for you now so you can watch it on Sunday morning. So yeah, we're going to wrap up. So lovely, lovely walk. Lovely, lovely walk. Missed not doing the meal on Friday night, but was out with friends, out at a friend's house, so that was nice. So next week, when it's Valentine's Day, there will be a walk and there will also be a meal. I'm excited about the meal that I've already picked for that as well. So let us answer this question. So the question was, while on a camping trip you get separated from your group, however you can summon one literary character or author to help you brave the wilderness. Who do you choose? I will tell you the character that I will choose. I would choose from the book I Who Have Never Known Men. I would choose the character who is known as the child. It's the narrator of the book, and she's known as the child to other people in the book. Now, what from here on in, the things I'm going to say about this are spoilers for the book. So please leave, and I will call you back when the spoilers are over. So go now, go. So in the book, I Who Have Never Known Men, it's a post-apocalyptic book where you join the book with 40 women who are being kept seemingly in a dungeon, being overseen by guards. They're not allowed to touch one another. They get a delivery of food every day, which they have to cook, very, very simple stuff. And they get told when to sleep, the lights go down, told when to sleep, etc, etc. And one of the characters, the child, who she's known as because she was the only person there that joined this place as a child. Everyone else was a fully grown woman, and she starts counting her heartbeat, and then liaising with other women who are also prisoners, and working out that they're being sort of duped into thinking a day is a full 24 hours. Sometimes the days last 16 hours, sometimes they last 12 hours, etc, etc. And then on one day a massive alarm goes off and the guards bolt, and the child is able to get the key to the door, and they leave and they go up, and it's just this clear terrain with nothing else there, and they begin their own lives outside of that. And the child, as she grows, becomes a very good leader and also a very good constructor, and is able to construct a village to look after these, to house these women, and to construct other things. And she enjoys doing this, and she becomes sort of a scavenger type person. Do I mean scavenger? But like when she would go out and find food in other places and bring it back and stuff like that. That's not full spoilers because there are other stuff that goes on, but yeah, she would be a particularly good person to build a shelter, and she would also be very good at gathering food and things like that. So that is who I would choose. You can come back now, you can come back now. I've finished talking, but yes, I'm very pleased with my answer for that. And I love it when I get one of these, oh, no, don't put that away, I've got to type the question up. I love it when I get one of these questions and I know the answer instantly, because I'm like, oh, that's very good that I know the answer instantly. Right, what is the date today? It's the 8th of February. What? Oh, haha. Okay, so we've got two. One is called An Unusual Cat Poem by Wendy Cope, who I love. And the other one is called Manners by Elizabeth Bishop. I think we're going to go with the Wendy Cope one. I read The Orange by Wendy Cope last year, very much enjoyed it, and I've also got Wendy Cope's Christmas collection of poems called Christmas Poems. So yeah, I'm going to go with this one, and it's very, very short, but I'll read the blurb. So it says, the poet Wendy Cope has a remarkable talent to be both serious and very funny, as you can see in her unusual poem before. She is, of course, making a drama out of the cat being dead by writing a poem. So this is the 3-line poem, guys. My cat is dead, but I've decided not to make a big tragedy out of it. There we go. So thank you for joining me for another Friday reading vlog. I'm going to go and edit this now, carry on listening to Stoneyard Devotional, read a bit more of The Lion's Den, watch some telly for the evening, and yeah, I'll see you all again soon for another BookTube video. Goodbye!